Are you sure we have to do this? Positively. First thing you do before you get married, make sure you know what you're agreeing to.
Hi, babe. Can you meet me at the coffee house? I want to talk to you about a pre-nuptial agreement. Okay, do this.
I'll have a vanilla latte, please.
What exactly is this agreement?
A prenuptial agreement, it's when you put down into writing who owns what, just in case, things go south.
Why would we ever need such a thing?
It's alright, baby. I will do anything for you.
I just don't know. How do we do this anyway? I'm sure it's so complicated.
Okay, well, apparently so was my order. I specifically asked for an iced latte, so I'm gonna go yell at the barista and you kids can handle this.
Yeah, we better ask ADAL.
Hello, lovebirds. So you want to know what a prenuptial agreement is?
Hello.
So a prenuptial agreement here in Texas is pretty much a contract between people that are contemplating, spouses that are technically contemplating marriage. And usually we see these come into our office when two of them have questions about their current property, community assets that they have, assets that they might potentially have in the future. And so a prenuptial agreement is a really good way to pretty much iron out exactly what is going to be your assets upon a divorce, if that should ever happen. And so it irons out what you currently believe to be community assets presently, what you're going to say is community assets in the future. And it also outlines what separate property assets you currently have. And with a prenuptial agreement, both parties have to pretty much disclose their current assets. Not as specific as a postnuptial agreement, but you do to an extent have to disclose certain assets in a prenuptial agreement.
That's a lot to figure out.
So I would say in all situations is a prenuptial agreement a good idea. It's very hard for me to be able to tell someone what they will or will not have in the future. So if you have even a little bit of ambition, or if your family has some kind of assets that potentially might be, given to you and then commingled in some way during the marriage, then you're definitely going to want to protect that in some sense. So this is really good for people that have businesses. A prenuptial agreement can definitely protect any creditors if the business should have some debts or liabilities. It also is really good for people that if you're marrying someone substantially younger and you're all already established and you don't necessarily want to commingle those funds. So there's just a lot of opportunities to do it. But the biggest thing is I recommend this to all my clients. If for whatever reason you end up getting divorced, it's a good template to have to actually state what is going to be the division of this property. And so it's not only a good template, but it's also good safeguard for your past, present, and your future.
Gotcha.
So with a lot of our documents, you could represent yourself even for the divorce if you decide to do that. With a prenuptial agreement, it's the exact same way. You could draft it yourself. You would need to have a notary to notarize your signature and that of your potential spouse. But typically what we do is we tell people that you do want to have an attorney drafted because there is a lot of legal language that needs to be included to make sure that this prenuptial agreement is ironclad and that it will hold up in court should it ever be contested upon a divorce.
Okay, I feel like we can do this. Thank you so much for your help.
I'm glad it helped. If you need anything else, just ask ADAL.
We were gone a while. Well, I had to make sure they were making my drink right. So, ready to bust this thing out?
Yeah. Come on, baby. It will be fun.